Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are playing Quest for Glory 4. I figured I'd record before I sleep here at Arata's Peace, because there's usually a dream. And of course there is.
You are flying in the very source of all magic. You are filled with power and the knowledge of how to use it. You create flowers dancing around you. Trees fill their branches with magical fruit as you touch them. You dance in a circle, and the very ground itself radiates peace and harmony. You sing the message of your heart, and the magic echoes around you a song of love and happiness. Then you realize that it is not you doing this. It was someone else back in time.
Arata. It's all about Arata, man. Saving the world.
You hear that voice calling you again. Darkness surrounds you, eats at you. The voice calls out again, and you are afraid. It calls from the center of the darkness, drawing you nearer and nearer. The darkness sucks at you, pulling you towards the voice as it flays all warmth and life from you.
Good lord.
You scream! You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
I don't know how
Awake
good...
in a cold sweat.
Yeah, no joke.
You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
Alright, off to the gypsies. Good lord, man. How did I do for last night, speaking of which? Stuff's decent. Decent intelligence upgrades. I'll see you at the gypsy camp. Back at the gypsy camp.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
It is good of you to visit our camp once again. May you find here all that you seek.
I need to speak to your mother.
You greet Gypsy Davy.
Come now, what can I do for you? What is it you seek here?
I seek to speak to Magda.
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
No, I don't care about that.
So, you turned Baba Yaga into a frog?
Yeah, I did, but that's
How
really not the
funny.
conversation I want to have with you right now. Thank you. Fortune teller.
If you wish to know about her, why don't you visit her yourself? She will be happy to speak with you. She was most impressed.
Okay. Well, thank you, then. We'll go back to her camp. I think it's this one. And see if she's got anything for us. I don't really want a fortune reading. I really just want to talk to
The
her about
gypsies
vampirism.
generally use horses. You can't even make the...
No, I wasn't trying to do that.
The gypsy...
Did I just walk in? Oh, okay. My bad. There you go. Hello.
Last night I had a most strange vision.
As did I.
I saw you standing in the forest. You were not near any water, yet I thought you were fishing. You threw something into the air that looked like a bird, and yet not a bird. The bushes rustled, then started moving towards the strange yellow bird. That was all I saw. It was most strange.
I don't know what that means. How you doing, lady?
It is a real pleasure to speak with you again.
Sure.
You tell about some of your adventures.
Tell about some of my current adventures.
You tell strange stories, but I can sense that you speak true. You have lived the most exciting life. I do not think this valley will be the same when you leave.
I doubt it. You are correct on that. Alright. Can you tell me... shit about all of this? Tell me the visions.
I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are, like most dreams, clouded in mists. Their meanings, too, are very shadowy. If you wish to learn of your future, allow me to look into the cards. You have only to give me a crown, and I will give you a reading, huh?
That's fine. Not at this moment, though. I actually have real questions. Come
I
on.
am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this area.
Yeah, the vampire bunnies are probably the only thing you've got left. Tell me of the undead.
Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crimes. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires.
Vampires. They were sulky.
The Rusalki are the spirits of drowned maidens. Some are the victims of accidents, and others were the victims of murderers.
Sounds like I might
They
be on the right
retain
track
their
here.
physical bodies and try to drown all who approach them. There is said to be a Rusalka in the lake to the east.
Yeah, she ain't so bad. Bring her some flowers.
I have heard tales that a Rusalka may be tamed through kindness, but
It's
I
true.
have never heard of anyone actually trying such a thing.
I have.
no.
It worked quite well. And the wraiths?
A wraith is a spirit who cannot rest because of greed. They refuse to leave behind their possessions, and so haunt the sight of those objects.
It always feels
If
like
you
a,
travel
it's like a
by
different
night,
actress
you
just doing that
sometimes can
voice.
see a mound of rocks where no rocks were by daylight.
Yeah,
This is the burial mound of a wraith.
I see
Avoid
those.
it, for
Destroyed
the
them all.
wraith will try to draw their life from you if you get too close.
And vampires.
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh.
Yeah, I get it.
If a vampire shares its own blood with its victim, the victim will rise from the grave as a slave of its vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master, and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the share of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire.
I think I know where this is gonna go.
He can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave.
Okay. That doesn't help me from what I'm trying to do. You know how to get rid of them.
The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that his son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar.
Distant
So
cousin.
we
Probably the
began
same man.
trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
Well, dang it. That's not what I thought I'd get information on.
You tell about
Ah, you tell...
See if I can
You
come
say
back in and speak to her
farewell.
again.
You thirst for more wisdom?
Yeah, I'm hoping you can have some information that'll help me. There we go. It's like I had to speak to her in a normal conversation before. Tell her more about Katrina.
To tell about your meeting with Katrina.
I have no knowledge of such a person. Much is strange about your story. I would not entirely trust this Katrina if I were you.
No, I don't. Not anymore, anyway.
To tell about Rakesh and your adventures in Tana.
You fought a demon?
A lot of things, man.
Then perhaps you can drive off the dark.
Dark
But
one?
no, we must not even think of such things. It is far too dangerous to speak of it.
How you doing?
You will always be welcome here.
I wasn't at first, but thank you now. What can you tell me about... Yes, there we go, Irana.
The magician Irana's death is shrouded in mystery. I do not know her true fate, but I only know that her staff protects the town, and her garden protects anyone in need of safety.
Can I cure?
The staff of Irana has a great deal of magic. It protects the town from the undead. Although, between you and me, the townspeople do not know it. But I had a vision of it one night. I heard it speak in a dream. It told me how it protected the town and of its destiny spell. When the staff spoke no more, I saw a most beautiful crystal floating in the air. The staff touched it, and the crystal shattered. Oh, that was all I saw.
You've been here for a long time. What's this destiny spell?
In my vision, the staff said that it would guard the town until it cast its destiny spell. That one day, someone would bring a dead loved one before the staff.
That's what I needed.
Would trade his life force through the staff. The dead would rise, alive and well, though the one who gave his life for the dead would never know. That would be a true sacrifice, done with foreknowledge and with much love. The staff still stands in the town, so I do not think anyone has been willing to make such a sacrifice.
I'll sacrifice myself if I have to fix this world. Irana's garden.
Garden is to the south and a little west of here. It is a very good place to rest and heal.
That's what I do. That's what I do when I'm out.
There used to be a small bush whose fruit was sweet and filling and always available. But someone dug it up and took it. Why anyone would do such a thing, I do not know, I do not know.
I'll put it back.
There is a tree whose fruit will restore magic to those who use it, but only a magical spell can
That's why I can't take the fruit. It's a magical fruit tree. The other one gives health, but I don't need it because I get the way I do. So, alright, I think you've given me everything I need. So I'm going to head back to the castle, speak to the little girl. I'm going to have to wait till the evening once I get there, but either way, see if we can talk to them about this.
10 and 12 make 22.
Yes.
This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude?
I've tried to answer this riddle before, and it doesn't seem to act like I know what I'm talking about. Say out the berry bush.
Riddles, riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, Anne. My riddling's done.
Well, if I see you again. I don't know what'll come of that. Anyway, continuing to the girl. Mostly she every time. At least I had the answer this time, even though I had those elderberries for quite a while. Alright, we're here on the last stairwell, heading up to little girl's room. I've rested till evening, checked my stats and everything. You see I'm almost maxed out on my stuff. This is gonna be nice. I don't know why. I don't think I need it, but either way. I'm gonna talk to her about this Irana's thing, and maybe we can get some assistance. Maybe I can convince her to come back if I'm willing to sacrifice myself for her. I'm back. Just come busting in the door. Hello.
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 I'm so happy to be back with us now.
I'm glad.
He's our friend now, Toby. He's not a stranger.
Nope. I come and helped you. I helped you. I helped her. Greetings.
You say, hello.
Hi! Have you come to play with Toby and me and Vanna?
Yes, kind of.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
Yeah.
You nod your head.
Oh, Toby, I can see my mommy and daddy again.
Hopefully he's okay with that.
Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
You
Yeah,
try to
this is
explain about
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
I'll take it. As a true hero should.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and daddy again.
Okay. Shit, alright.
Oh, it feels weird here. Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared.
He looks scared too. He'll have to kill himself for you.
I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you?
I'll protect you.
Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
A weird voice sounds in your mind.
Death and life are now before me. That for which I am destined awaits me.
I shouldn't be this close to this thing. End up causing myself to get taken.
The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child?
He would. He has
Will
been.
you die willingly for the one you love?
So sad.
Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done.
She didn't understand what the sacrifice meant.
So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Irana.
Oh, thanks.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I?
He had to give himself for you.
I love you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Man. Well, that solves their issue. And I got around a staff. That should come in handy. Probably at the Mad Monk's place. Boy, you don't think you guys saw that? I went out into the swamps. In the first episode I recorded this and fucked up really hard out there.
I must thank
It's a waste of time to put it in the film.
You have brought joy again into our
There's a-
lives.
There's a
We
place
are-
out in the swamp.
In your debt.
Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what to say. I mean, I get to stay here for free now?
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
It was a beast
He may
that
have
took care of your
looked
child.
like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
Mm-hmm.
You remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle, and there may be other attempts at getting Tanya.
For now.
We understand, and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again.
Well, they only came near her before because she left. Sit down and have breakfast and we'll talk.
It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
Have a breakfast.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
She smokes a pipe too. I love it. Alright, let's talk to the father about your child.
Oh, she is her joyful self again. The sound of a child's voice is the sweetest of music. We will do our best to show our love and never, never let her be afraid of the dark again. I have always found it difficult to express emotion. Mordavian men are not supposed to show such things. Yet I cried freely when you brought Tanya back to us.
I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
I cannot remember ever being so happy.
I bet though.
I do not know what to make of Tanya's stories about vampires. It is hard to imagine my lovely daughter as an undead.
Well, Rana gave you back.
Gladly, though, I would go to the castle and drive a stake through the heart of the one who stole our daughter from us.
I don't think she did it intentionally.
My Tanya is her cheerful, loving self again. I could never thank you enough for the kindness you have shown us all. I knew Tanya was alive somewhere. I
She wasn't
never
alive.
lost
She was
hope that she
undead.
would return.
Bella, you heard his story. Tanya was dead, an undead, a Nosferatu.
She is fine right now, isn't she?
She always will
As
be.
long as she's alive and well, what does it matter?
You were not wrong. I love your child no matter what.
I don't understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important.
This is true.
Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit. I, too, have always wanted a child such as Tanya.
You had one, though.
I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
That's good. And Tanya? Ad Avis. Ad Avis from the previous one. Tell me of this Ad Avis.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. He didn't like Katrina either. They were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad.
And Katrina?
I liked Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write, but I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy.
See, I felt that Ad Avis was who it was. He was the one that was shown in the image of the last game. In the end of 3, you saw his face as you were being teleported to this world, but he has like vampire fangs, a little bit different. So I had a feeling it was him, but they've not mentioned his name as being Ad Avis until just now. So that would make sense.
Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here.
Now, if you don't remember who Ad Avis was, he is the vizier from the second one that we had to fight and stop his dark ritual, bringing the Dark One forward in the first place. So, we're kind of going back to that whole thing.
I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
She's so cute. Alright, well, I'm not sure what we'll be doing next, but I know I'm going to be doing some things around town, trying to get myself set up again and make sure I got all my health potions and everything else on this next day. And we will see what happens in the evening, I suppose. Katrina tends to come around and leave us notes now, so hopefully something along those lines will happen after a little bit. But you don't want to see me running around doing some basic tedium and such, so hope you guys enjoy this, and if you did, I will see you all in the next one, where hopefully we will find a way to confront Katrina about Ad Avis and maybe get some closure as to what we're doing, find out what these rituals are for as well. So I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day. Hey fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.